Good morning, good evening, good day, good afternoon, and aloha. Welcome back to another episode of Blue Reviews. The Extinguisher Reviews. Welcome to all the new people out there, all the old people out there. Welcome to another episode of Blue Reviews. Man, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. What's happening? Was my mic on mute? Oh, what's happening? This is a professional operation. I started today's stream like I did when I hacked yesterday's stream. Muted. No, I wasn't muted yesterday. That was actually technical difficulties. Welcome back. Hello, good morning, good evening, good day, good afternoon, and aloha. Here we are, another episode of Blue Reviews. Hello to the new, hello to the old. Holy cow, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. Miami, Vegas, weddings, and yesterday, which was crazy. We're going to talk about it. It was a lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of interesting, fun people. So before we get started with that, I want to say hello to everyone in the audience. Oh my God, it's Lou. Hello, everyone. Hello to all the new people. Grebs, Evan something, Ed Mover, Paulus the Cart, Patrick, Jacob, OK Brady, Tickle Monster, Molsky, all of you, Ben, Bub T, Bubby T. Hello to all of you. Thank you so much for being here. What's this one? Mosikli. Hello. Andy Oates. What's shaking? All right. So, a lot of you, first of all, I woke up to an insane amount of messages on Reddit, on Twitter, all over the place. It's been absolutely insane. The response that the Extinguisher got for hacking Germa 985's Christmas special. Did not expect to get that kind of reaction from it at all. And I'll be 100% honest with you, going into it, I had no clue who Germa 985 was. I had no clue who he was. I don't watch a ton of Twitch. I've just been now getting into it because this is a world I've been exploring about, talking about on this channel. We're diversifying this channel. We talk movies, trailers, TV shows, video games, although I haven't had a chance or a bunch of technical knowledge on how to set up live streams, but I'm close. So I hope to have something here in the next week or so. So stay tuned for that because I will be live streaming video games on this channel very soon. So if you liked the character of the Extinguisher, stick around. We'll play around with a bunch of stuff. So totally stoked to have everyone here. I will try and answer as many questions about the day as I can as they come into the chat. Do me a favor. If you do have a question, write it in all caps or send a super chat. It's the best way to get my attention, but not necessary. If you want, just put it in all caps and I'll try and star every single one I can. So at the end of my whatever, I'll go through your questions and make sure we answer all of them as best we can. Okay, so I'm an actor in Los Angeles. For all you new folks who are here, I got the gig actually because one of my sketch partners in my mod sketch team at the Upright Citizens Brigade here in Los Angeles, her name is Carolina, and she had hit up our group about this project. It was pretty vague, the description of it, but that they were going to need elves and engineers and a hacker character for this Christmas special that was going to be live streamed on Twitch. And it was a paid gig. I was like, yeah, man, that sounds fun. I would totally play an elf or whatever. I looked at the character. I submitted myself for it, got a call back from one of the producers, Dakota, who was amazing. You guys, everyone, let me just start there. Everyone at Beyond the Summit, which is where they produced this special, it was awesome, man. Everybody was so professional. It was so much fun to work with everyone there. They made it as easy as possible to be as creatively to explore as creatively as we wanted to. So hats off to that production team. It was really, there was some technical difficulties in that stream, but I can tell you, holy cow, you have no clue how many moving parts happened to make that stream work. It was an incredibly technically challenging production because you had to take two live streams, separate live streams, and meld them into one essentially and transfer the audience to that one. It was insanely challenging. But yeah, it was a really cool project. I learned a lot. And of course, it inspired me. I finally got to live stream in front of an actual audience that is there to watch a live stream performance. And it was cool. It was a lot of fun. And I want to do stuff like that more. So yeah, so starting there, it was incredible. So I got I read the character breakdowns and I had pitched myself for the hacker because they were looking for someone who could speak a foreign language, who knew computer terminology, not necessarily a hacker, who was a gamer, who uh, uh, could play characters. So it had to hit a lot of boxes of specific things they were looking for. And originally, they wanted a Russian guy or a French guy to play the hacker character who didn't speak any English at all. It was just like this foreign hacker who hacked the system, and they ended up actually going. I got hired as one of the engineers, and the original actor who they cast for the hacker role and spoke French ended up dropping out of the project for whatever reasons, and they called me and they're like, "Hey, can you come in and sort of test, and see if they like you as this character?" So I went in, and yeah, it obviously worked out, so showed up and worked for a few hours, got to meet Germa, and he shared his insanely complicated vision, which I'm sure, at least for me, for a layman, it was tough to follow at first. I was like, whoa, what is happening here? But as he, laid it out scene by scene, his idea, and they gave me different little inspirational things and sort of places the character could go on spreadsheets. And then, also checked out some of Germa's channel and last year's holiday special. And so just to get a feel of, what the channel is, what his fans are like. But still, even with all of that, I didn't really understand sort of the influence and impact that he has on this gaming, community. So yeah, it ended up being a really great gig, a really cool gig that opened me up to a whole bunch of new people like you. You guys have been following and tagging along, and the Reddit, my Reddit post has been viewed at almost 500,000 times. It's the top thing in the German 985 Reddit community. It's crazy how much love you guys have for the Extinguisher. And it was a blast to play. I really loved playing the character. We originally were going to go with a character who speaks with a Spanish accent. He's from some mysterious country in South America, and he was going to be hacking the channel. But it made more sense, especially if we were going to banter back and forth, that the character had to know who Germa was, what his fans were, mad about, the things that he didn't do or the promises he didn't fulfill. That is, like, a running jokes essentially on the show. So yeah, so it was an awesome experience. They let me play and explore with the character. We it was funny because when we set up the 1v1, we had run through that like a whole bunch of times on how to set up the game. And I set up the lobby, and of course, the one time we do it live, it doesn't work, and people started popping into the lobby. We're like, whoa, what's happening? So it was wild. It was absolutely wild. So we had to work through that technical difficulty in real time. So that's fun. And if you're familiar with my channel, um, and this channel's been around for a few years now, and we used to cover nothing but UFOs, and then that just got weird. So we stopped that, and I deleted all my channel. But if you're a fan of my show or this or of me, if you're familiar with this, like the more awkward, the more technical difficulties that go wrong during a live show, the more I embrace it, the more I've kind of like that's my comfort zone. So it was really fun to troubleshoot that in real time. And as the extinguisher sort of finally get this 1v1 setup, it was really funny and it was awesome. And I had a blast. Trying to think what else like happened during the day. Yeah, they just gave me a ton of creative freedoms, and you can't ask for more than that when it comes to being an actor and playing characters and stuff like that. But good drink of water. But yeah, man, it was freaking amazing. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so, okay, Brady says, who is Germa? He's a live streamer, a content creator, really funny, talented dude. I highly recommend checking him out. Although I feel like this question is, it's just having fun, poking fun. Let's see here. Did I miss any again, guys, if you have a question about the production of the show or the character or what even if there's any suggestions, you guys, things you want to see covered. I know I wanted to talk about briefly the poor Miami Dolphins. I mean, I've never seen them win in December. This one hurt, but out of all of the football I've seen in the last 30 something years, this was hands down one of my favorite, most fun football seasons ever. And they could still make the playoffs, and who knows, maybe they make a run. But yeah, ouch, that one hurt. And that's it. That's my football coverage for the day. I hope you enjoyed. Let's see here. I wanted to go over a couple of I wanted to share some of the comments from the Reddit posts. So let me go ahead and pop those up here. That should be fun. Hold on. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the dollar donation. Next time, pop a question in there so we can answer a question. Let me see. Grant Levox in the house, old time viewer. What's up, Grant? Thank you for being here. Tima Tomaszewski, thank you, my lady. A community mod and just an amazing person. Let's see here. Is there any questions? Let's see here. Who was the hand and foot stand-in for your stream? Okay, so that was a production assistant. And when I say this production was huge, there was easily, it took about I don't want to exaggerate on this. It felt like 100 people were on set, but it was more like probably around 30. So it was one of the production assistants. I can't remember his name right now. I'm so sorry. But yeah, if you guys noticed in the picture on my Reddit here, I'll bring it up on the Reddit post right here. A little inside baseball so you guys can sort of see what I'm talking about here. There we go. So if you'll notice, this desk in the background, I zoom in on it. If I can zoom in, yeah, there we go. There's a huge hole in it. That's the same table that they used for Bugleberry's satanic ritual that finally merges the live streams together and then eventually beats the hacker, and the hacker gets kicked off the stream, and then finally Germa takes over the stream. So this is the same table they use that bit for. And so they use this table to set up my computer. You'll see the keyboard and my Xbox controller way on the left. Even if I did know how to play, okay, and this is some, I don't play video games on a PC. Is all my gamer street cred gone, even though I've been playing games since really the Atari system? But genuinely, I consider my first system, the Nintendo Entertainment System, the original NES, the one that came with Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, and then I got also Spy Hunter with it for a birthday present. Best birthday ever. Is my street cred gone? That's a good poll question. Maybe I should put that up as a poll question. Hold on a second. Let me do that. That's a great poll question. I'm a one-man band here, guys. So, it used to be a lot more people on this show, but now I'm here by myself. I got to do everything by myself now. Sorry, guys. Typing and talking is not my thing. And, all right, there we go. So the poll's up. When using a controller to play COD on PC, do you lose street cred? Yes or no? So yes, great question. So yes, so the PA stuck his hand and his foot through this hole in the wow, why isn't it popping up? There we go. He stuck his hand and foot through here, and then if you see there's a little white bar here, that's a light that changed colors from red to green when everything went crazy. And so yeah, so that's the little production magic behind the scenes kind of thing. How did he find you, or did you apply for the role? Well, I told that story at the top of the stream. Basically, yeah, a friend sent us the email and breakdowns of what was going on. We sent our stuff to the production team, and then they called us in based off of what we could do. And so that's how I got the role. Yeah, I didn't know Germa. It was essentially just the production company is now venturing off into doing more stuff like this. So they needed actors. So they obviously first went to a casting company, and that didn't really work very well for them. And so then they just started asking friends of friends, and it was just sort of 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, so to speak. So that's how I got lucky. And that's acting. Acting is literally 95% luck. I mean, you could do the best whatever, the best line reading of your life, and it's out of your control once you do the audition. It's not up to you. So it's really a roll of the dice. But it's a great question. Thank you for asking. Are we gonna ignore the $1? No, I got it. Yeah, we got it. Okay, here. Let's see here. What else? I want to make sure. Yeah, the cool thing is, and just to say this, Ben Glasgow, everyone was absolutely confused for the first 5 to 10 minutes. People genuinely thought the stream got hacked. And what was funny is like my audio was also not working at the beginning of the stream, so it made it look even more like, oh my God, what is happening? So that played in our favor, because I was actually talking. Obviously, you guys saw me. I was talking at the top of it. But yeah, so that played in our favor. So, again, like those little mistakes, you embrace them when you're doing stuff like this, and it usually works out. And yeah, just a ton of people were really fooled about it. So that was a lot of fun. And that's exactly, just the genius sort of behind this idea, the whole idea that Germa came up with, and wanting to produce the best show for you guys. There was no stops, that were, how does that phrase go? No stops pulled, I guess. I don't know. He went all out. I get, there was no compromises. He wanted to do the best show possible, and also gave the creative freedom and trusted the actors around him to react, in the ways that he wanted to. So the show went in a certain direction. And that was the cool thing about the show. It's kind of like an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, where you have a skeleton of things that you have to hit throughout the show. but what you say around those, the meat around the skeleton, you get to fill in. So it was honestly a dream job, and the job just got easier and easier as the days went on because I didn't have to do an accent. And all I had to do was sit there and play video Call of Duty for 6 hours. That's not hard. That's like, I could do that. That's if you want to pay me to do that, I'll do that every day. Every day. I mean, that would be a blast. So yeah, it was just again, I keep saying this, but it was just a really cool experience. And the fact that Germa he really wanted to put on the best show with you for you guys, but also fuck with you as hard as he possibly could. Like the puzzles that the elves had to do. He's like, the idea that we got puzzle pieces of a puzzle that they're not going to finish and the audience is not going to know why is hilarious to me. And I'm like, dude, I love this guy. Like, he totally, like, his humor is, I get the humor now. I get where he's going. I get what this whole, as soon as he said that, I was like, okay, I get that. He absolutely crystallized this whole production for us while we were doing rehearsals for this. And yeah, I mean, honestly, you guys should really be lucky to have someone like Germa who's spending his own money to do this stuff. There was no sponsors, like, and I got the backstory. I don't want to tell too much about it, but yeah, I mean, he really cares about you guys. Like, he really gives a shit and wants to put on the best show and make you guys laugh and make you as crazy for the content as you guys are. And it's clear, like, he's doing it the right way. His audience is awesome, and the love was insane. Just absolutely insane that I've gotten in the last 24 hours, less than 24 hours. It's been wild. I got a text from a buddy who I haven't talked to in almost a year. And he was like, why am I seeing your face all over Reddit? What's going on? I was like, dude, I had no clue it was going to be this. But it was definitely a fun surprise. But yeah, I want to get back to a couple of a little bit more of the comments and stuff and pictures that people put to my Reddit post, in my Reddit post, I said, the Extinguisher says, thank you for letting me take over the live stream, quote, and put a picture of the Extinguisher at his hacking station. And yeah, and you guys just came really strong. You hacked the viewers' hearts. You were phenomenal, my dude. I know this community is renowned for gaslighting, but it took me a solid 20 minutes to catch on to the bit. Thanks for the absolutely bizarre, hilarious stream. You were so good. I loved it. I never really watched Germa stream, but I'd watch an Extinguisher stream anytime. Love you, Mr. Extinguisher. You were great. Please tell me please tell me that you are a ball fondler. Nothing would provide me with more pleasure. I don't know what that's a reference to, but I do like, well, you know what? I'm not gonna go there. I don't know the rules of this. I don't want to push those rules. Even if it's a lie, please. I don't know what that's in response to. You were better at improvising and matching the vibe than anyone Germa's ever had on his event streams. Great job, seriously, dude. Thank you. That is such a sweet comment. Oh, but I'm sure all the other actors and improvisers have been great. I'm sure everyone, the elves, actually. The girl who recommended me for the job was one of the elves, and three of my sketch team members were the elves, actually. Jackie, Fernanda, and Carolina, all three ladies, and they were the ones sitting at the poker table or the blackjack table when he went to play blackjack with them, and he got the math wrong. It was just a little part of the show, but they are insanely talented. We actually just had a sketch pitch meeting right before this show that we were doing with them, and we were talking about it, and they had a blast, and it was just really cool. And German did this really cool thing that he likes to do with the whole crew, where everybody took a shot before the stream started. They had Jack Daniels, and they also had cranberry juice. This wasn't a forced thing. Nobody pointed a gun at anybody. It was very voluntary. If you wanted to, cool. If you didn't, cool. But just sort of the camaraderie of, everybody have a great show, take the shot, let's go have a blast. And that's exactly what everybody did. So it was honestly, it was really, really, really fun. A couple of things. I mean, I could read these forever. I'm sure you guys have a ton of comments here. Let me get back to your comments, the people that are here. If I could catch up. Sorry. Okay, here's a question. How did you guys do the hitting each other through the screens bit? Yeah, I just showed that, so I hope I answered that question. I know this question came about 13 minutes ago, so I apologize if I'm getting to some of these questions a little later, or if I'm not getting them totally. Again, if you do have a question, write it in caps. It's the best way for me to see it. I'm going through here. Oh, one with caps. I can't play on a PC either. Oh, you could you? We hooked up an Xbox controller to the PC and it worked beautifully. I mean, it worked well enough to kick Jerma's ass. Isn't that right, Jerma? The Extinguisher 986 is here. I challenge you to another duel. Anytime, any place, anywhere, Jerma. Anyway. Hey, Leo, I want to give you props on your performance as the Extinguisher. You fucking killed it, dude. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Did you talk UFOs with him at all? I did not. Honestly, I think, yeah, not, no, I won't say those days are over. They're definitely not over. I was very close to talking about a couple of things that happened in this last week, but I just didn't have the time. I was doing other stuff. So I'm kind of in a place where I don't really, I don't bother people this publicly anymore. If they bring it up, I'll totally talk to them about it. But yeah, my suggestion is stay away as far as you humanly can. Everything about UFOs is just government tech cover up. That's it. Most of it. Anyway, okay. So let's hear. How long have you been an actor? I've been an actor since 1999. So 24 years, right? It's 2023. We're almost at 2023. So yeah, a long time. I was born in Miami. I went to school, and then after school I joined an improv group in Miami, helped organize the first Miami Improv Festival, and then that propelled me to move to New York City. Studied improv there at a really awesome company called Face Off Unlimited. They do this killer show in the village called Batsu. If you're in New York City, go check it out. It's amazing. And also did shows and took classes at the Upright Citizens Brigade. And then in 2010, I moved out here to Los Angeles and started pursuing film and commercials, and then a couple of years ago started my YouTube channel. Because COVID, it was right before COVID. Literally, I started the channel like right before COVID, a month before COVID went down. And so now COVID restrictions are up, and we can kind of get back to bringing some of my other actor friends, and we're going to be doing, restaurant reviews, movie reviews, trailer reviews. Again, like, we're going to review all the fun stuff that I like to do. So yeah. So if you're here, like, share, subscribe to the show. Truly appreciate it. All right, let's see what else. Who else can we find here? What other questions? Sorry, just going through this slowly. If you want to nominate yourself as a controller, as a moderator of my chat, and save good questions for me and be part of the show, let me know. Did you make up your Christmas wish from Santa on the spot, or was it scripted? I laughed so hard at the part. That part was scripted. That was a very specific thing that they wanted me to have as a Christmas wish. So yeah, that was cool. But as far as the reactions to Santa and sort of all that stuff around it, yeah, that was like the 2x4 was scripted. The hands, the portal was obviously scripted. Those are the things we rehearsed and we made sure we roughly had. So yeah, I hope that answers that question. Let's see here. Okay, chess. Okay, let's see. Did they plan who won? Yes, they did. I'll straight up tell you. I'm a decent Modern Warfare player. I don't know if you guys were actually watching my run through the first person story version of the game, story mode. But I was getting my ass kicked, genuinely getting my ass kicked. But I was also trying to play a character and pay attention to the stream. So there was a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, I mean, if you're here to watch me play video games, I'm going to tell you straight up, I am an average gamer at best. At best. You know, you'll be here for the banter more than in my inner thoughts of the game or outer thoughts of the game as I play them. I'm going to review I'm reviewing Modern Warfare 2 in the next probably week. I've just been playing the free to play open world version of the game, and that's the only part I'm going to review because that's the only part that I've played outside of yesterday. Yesterday I played a whole bunch of different modes, but that was the first time I played those modes, and I've really been playing the open world game, and I'll just give you a little hint. I love it so far. First, it was insanely hard, but I'm really getting addicted to this game. It's a lot of fun, but we'll get into that another day. Okay, let's see here. What other questions do we have? Random question. But was the event catered? Yes. Yes. It was definitely catered, and the food was really good. Local restaurants basically. But yes, it was yesterday they had fried chicken, mashed potatoes, rice. That was dinner. And then lunch we had these pretty decent sandwiches with like a bag of chips. And yeah, they were really good. Really good. But they don't have a catering team on site, if that's your question. Who came up with the name The Extinguisher? I think it was Germa. Pretty sure it was Germa. We were kind of just like, I think... Yeah, no, they came up with this after I left the first night because they decided that they didn't want to do it with an accent, and they wanted to keep it at like someone in the United States who, again, should know who Germa is. Not to say that people outside the United States don't watch him, but someone who's in the community Reddit, that's the character. Like someone who's very familiar with all of the unfulfilled promises of Germa. So it would be difficult. He thought that if they didn't either speak English at all, how would they know any of those things? You know, that would be weird. And it just made it easier. Again, made it easier for us to banter. But yeah, Germa came up with the name The Extinguisher. So technically, I guess it's his character. I don't know. We could fight in court about it. How tall is Germa in person? Oh my gosh, I had a feeling this question was coming. I don't know. I'm almost 6 foot. He's about, I'd say 5'9" ish, 5'10" ish, somewhere around there. I mean, he wasn't short. I wouldn't consider him short. Let's see here. The elves had liquor and beer. They did have real liquor and beer inside the elf room, and they were encouraged to drink it and have fun. Like they were given no rules. Like you could do anything you want in the elf room. It's probably one of the best paid gigs that I've ever done, ever, because they really let you do whatever the hell you wanted, especially if you were an elf. Holy cow. Did you think it's over when you hacked in? I don't understand. It's over. Did you think it's over when you hacked in? I mean, again, I didn't really hack in. I'm not an actual hacker. Let's see here. 305, baby. Hey, yeah. Miami Dolphins all the way. I know Tina, I think you're in Florida too, in the Tampa area, I think. Krang, where can I watch this? It's on Twitch. Just search German985 and you'll be able to watch the holiday special. And yeah, so yeah, check it out there. Yo, Extinguisher, what's up? Scripted wishful thinking. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Scripted wishful thinking. Let's see here. Is Germa real? Germa is definitely real. He's a human with flesh. He does have striking eyes and red hair. I heard a Boston accent slip through a couple times when I heard him speak. I'm not sure if he's from Boston. If I had to take a guess, I'd say he is from Boston. Because I did, but I think he lives in Texas. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is there. Will you actually hack it again for real and get him to play Yakuza? Um, I will try. I will try. Hopefully they'll bring me back and let's see what other things we can come up with. If that does happen, that would be awesome. What was your favorite part about the night? Just how easy it was. It was there was pressure because it was live and we didn't want to screw up, but if there were screw ups and there were definitely gonna be screw ups, have fun with them. And so that was the best part. My favorite thing was just hanging out with the people and playing video games and having a job, which is also something to be insanely thankful for. So those are my favorite parts. And the people were amazing. Again, like that's how we started off, is the entire production team and the creative side of this, man. They just were awesome. Everybody was awesome. So I don't know if I could pinpoint it to one thing. Yeah, I will for you. How about that? I think the favorite part is probably right when I took over the stream, like eating a bag of Doritos, and it was just so weird. And we wanted it to be weird. We wanted you guys to be confusing the hell out of you guys. I guess that was my favorite part. If I had to pinpoint, if you put my feet to the fire, that would be it. Let's see here. Did he actually 5 times the elves pair? Was that a joke? That I have no clue. I would say it was a joke. If I had to lean, I'd say joke. Because 5 times the pay would have been a good paycheck, a real good paycheck, nice Christmas bonus. Yes, he's from Boston. Okay, yeah, he's from Boston originally. Okay, thanks for that fact checking for me. Um, which means I'm almost catching up to the chat, which is good. He's from Boston, but he lives in Vegas. Oh, wow. Cool. Oh, so he's not far from me. All right, well, that's great. Oh, thank you, Tina. Look at her. She's on it so much. I love it. How much prep on Germa's lore were you given? I was literally given a list of the Germa lore, and he would explain it to me, like each thing, each sort of backstory behind each one of the bullet points. But I could tell you Germa worked on this whole thing for close to a year. He put a lot of work and a lot of thought into doing this. And I think he was, at least when I left, he seemed insanely happy with the execution and how it went down, and he was super thankful and just again, just a fun guy to work with. It was true professional. Um, were there other video games, or was it Call of Duty the only pick? Well, I think we went with Call of Duty because I know how to play that game. He knows how to play that game. It's a popular game, and it was just like literally when I was meeting with Dakota, who's the one of the main producers of this whole project. um he's like, do you play video games? And I was literally sitting at the same desk, and I had Call of Duty paused on my screen because I've got two screens here. And I said, Dakota, I literally paused Call of Duty to answer your phone call. Like, I've got it. I'm playing it right now. So I have a feeling that's why they went with Call of Duty, because they knew I could play it. But I'm sure there were other games we probably could have thrown in there, and I would have been able to adapt and beat him. Again, that was scripted, that me beating him. I think there was when he tied me, I was like, wait a second, does he remember that we're supposed to? And he was actually kicking my butt because I was trying. So in real life, I think he might have taken me. But he was playing on a mouse and keyboard, which I've heard is a pretty huge advantage over the controller. I'm just a controller guy. Sorry. Let's see here. Were the chips you were eating and the whole way you looked in the chair when you hacked in scripted, or was that your impression of it? That was kind of Germa's idea, how he he wanted, when I took over the stream, not to be talking, not to make it like, oh wait, what happened? Did my screen just go out? We lost my camera here. What happened? Hold on, let me turn it off. Turn it back on. Oh my god, this is wonderful. This is so perfect. It's perfect. That was perfect. Perfect. Literally, that is this show in a nutshell. But yeah, so as I was saying, that whole, he wanted me to just be kind of like, not even realize that I had taken over the stream. It was almost like I put in the code and I was just kind of waiting there eating chips to see when it was gonna, pop in. And so yeah, I kind of took that from him and ran with it, and played with the character. I wish you guys could have heard what I was saying at the top. I don't remember, to be honest with you, but I'm sure it was fun and funny. And then they finally got the audio problem fixed, and then that's when you guys started hearing me, because they could see the chat. They're like, we can't hear him. Who is this guy? What the hell's going on? It was like the audio technicality played in so nicely to the hack or the stealing of the stream key. So yeah, it was that's sort of that story. Would you do it again if the extinguisher appears in some other time? Absolutely. What other acting gigs have you done? A lot. This year I mostly small bit parts, commercial stuff it's hard to see me on, but I did a Ross commercial this year, did an episode of god, what's that, the young Sheldon. Yeah, I've got, it's not hard if you want to see what I've acted in, just IMDb Luis Victor Jimenez, and you'll find my entire IMDb resume. I'm proud of it. Let's just put it that way. Not a lot of people can say that they have that many legitimate acting credits on their resume. So yeah, a bunch of stuff. I heard my comment mentioned while in the other room. It was just meant to be silly comment and okay, gotcha. Thank you, May Swan. If you're in the other room, don't worry, you don't have to come back in. It's all good. We got it. Hey, Spooky, what's shaking? Thank you for being here. Thankfully, he didn't make you read the entire Germa wiki. Thankfully, yeah, I didn't. I haven't even looked at it. I should check that out. So I'm not gonna read it live here though. That'd be awful. Okay, question. Were you actively trying to read his Twitch chat? I know it can be a bit overwhelming. How fast does it move? It's insane. And they had slow mode on. It was insane. I would just ask like a question, like, do you want the hacker to stay? And then you would just see hacker with exclamation points. It was crazy how fast it moves compared to how fast mine is moving. Yeah, it's not even close. It was, I understand now why they don't even pay attention to chat. Like if they do, it's literally they'll just see something out of the corner of their eye and then that's what they pick up on there. I could not blame a live chat moving that fastly on the content creator not getting to some or any of the chats. Like it's impossible. But Germa is hacking you back. We shall see. Germa's revenge. You're back, hacked by Germa. I love it. Where'd you go, Luis? What is this in regards to? Like, where have I been as far as my show? That's a long story, Tina. We could talk about that another day. Let's see here. This is the work of Bugleberry, which, by the way, that's the first time I've seen that character. Really, really funny. And then that was ridiculous when they gnomed me. Get gnomed. Again, just check it out if you don't know what we're talking about. It's hard to explain these things. You kind of had to be there. Question: do you think you could replace Germa? No. There's no way. I don't think I could do it. The amount of work and pressure that he's doing is immense. I I'd like to try, but not replace him. I'd like to do my own thing. Maybe become as popular as Germa one day. That would be fun. That would be neat. Was Bugleberry actually Germa under the mask? So the bit with the table and the whole magic routine, that was actually Germa under the mask. Germa, the Germa that they had walking around the set yesterday and grabbing presents and stuff like that, that was not the real, obviously, because that would be really impressive if the real Germa could pull that one off. No, that was just another PA who put on the mask and the costume and ran around as Bugleberry. Was the whole reason you were in Las Vegas? No. Was this the reason you were in Las Vegas? No. I was in Las Vegas for a friend's wedding. I did not know Germa. I had not met Germa. I had not heard of Germa up until about a week ago. Little more than a week ago. So I had no clue who he was or what was going on. And that's, again, that's not a knock on him. I just got a Twitch account. I've just literally here's what's serendipitous about it is that I wanted to start a gaming channel. I do game. I am a gamer. I love doing what I did on that stream. I would love to apply that to my own stuff. And so I was literally in the process of, because I don't have a PC, I have to stream from my PlayStation 4. I know I'm such a lame ass, but I was going to stream from my PlayStation 4, which still plays all the new games, and I think still looks great. I played on the 60 frames per second PC yesterday compared to my PlayStation. There's a difference, but is it that much? Not enough for me to spend $2,000 on a gaming computer, so or however they could cost even way more than that. So so to answer that question, the serendipityness of it and the ability to now, hey, I've got a new audience of people who've seen what I can do on a stream, so we'll be doing that. I'm very excited to learn how to Twitch because I know it's a completely different thing. We usually only stream to YouTube and Twitter, and I used to stream to my Facebook, and now I've got the Twitch set up, but I just can't stream games yet. So I don't want to fully open up Twitch end of this channel until I'm ready to do that as well. So anyway, moving on. You were personally dealing with the technical problems, or was it the team? No, it was the team, but I had to be the filler for the technical problems. I had to fill in the space. We couldn't just be like, oh, what do we do now? Like I couldn't talk. I can't talk to production. If you saw yesterday, I was on you couldn't see, I think because my phone was below the camera, but I was texting production in a private Discord back and forth of what was going on. So that headset that I had on with the thing was directly connected to the production booth, and they could hear everything I was saying, and I could hear everything that was going on the show when I wasn't on his stream. But I couldn't. I also had a stream going on as the hacker, as the extinguisher, and I couldn't talk to production through this headset to get clarity on what's going wrong. So when my mic wasn't working, I literally had to just sit there and talk, play the game, or pretend I was playing the game, but I was really texting production going, hey, I think they can't hear me. What's going on? They're like, we're trying to work on it now. Just we'll let you know, essentially, and good luck. So that's where the improviser skills kicked in, and that's where I just started saying stuff, and having fun with it and playing the game. I figured, well, screw it, let's focus on the game and make fun of the game while we're playing through it. And so good question. Thank you for asking. I knew you were somewhere. I knew I seen you somewhere. That was awesome. Oh man, thank you so much. Holy cow. Okay. Wow. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Well, that's the name of it. Thank you. Welcome to the show. All right. Appreciate it. Renee Cruz, what's shaking, girl? Thank you for being here. Question. How much money did Germa pay you to lie about his height? Handsomely, very handsomely, very, very handsomely. That's funny. Okay, here. Question. Lou reviews. Oh no, I was just goofing about the camera going out. No, oh no. Oh no, it did it again. The camera went out again. What's happening? Hold on. I'm pretty sure you guys can still hear me, right? When this is happening. I think what it is just a loose battery connection. Because I've got like a battery that's hardwired to the thing, and I think it's got a loose connection, and so I'm losing camera. The show must go on. But that's funny that this comment came up literally as that happened. Oh, Lou reviews. That's so Lou reviews. Question from Musically. I got it, Musically. I get it now. I'm really bad with that. When people write Musically spelled like that, I will try and sound it out 4 billion times before I get it. I'm surprised I got it that quickly. But Musically, thank you so much for being here. Hope you like the show. Like, subscribe, and share. Question. What bits were pre-recorded, if any? The only pre-recorded bit was the Bugleberry. I'm making sure I'm thinking about that. It was the Bugleberry bit. That was the only pre-recorded bit. Everything else was live. All of it. So when I tell you it was a mini Monday Night Football production crew, it was a Monday Night Football production crew. They had as many moving parts, as many producers in the booth. It was each single person that had significant lines or a part of the show had their own producer in their ear. It was wild. It was really, really cool and super impressive that they pulled it off as well as they did. Honestly, you guys should be so lucky that you have a content creator that cares that much about putting on a show for you guys. Incredible. At least your PS4 still works. Mine got hit by lightning twice. Good Lord. Wow, maybe your PlayStation 4 should play the lottery. Question: after this, are you going to watch Germa at all? Yeah. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I, man? I mean, yeah, dude, he's funny as hell. Of course. Am I going to watch every single day? You know, I don't know. I don't watch everything every single day. I'm just like you. I've got a job. I've got other stuff to do. But yeah, he's got a fan in me now for sure, without a doubt. And as soon as I get my Twitch up, you know, maybe hopefully we can collab again. It would be fun. Was the Germa backup channel created as soon as you hacked in, or was it made ahead of time? I believe it was made ahead of time. At least, you know, a couple days. I don't know. You guys would know better than I would. To be honest with you, I don't know how long he's had 2 accounts. And yeah, so good question. I hope I answered it as best I could. Good luck with Twitch. I'm sure you'll do great. Thank you so much, Kit Pigeon. I appreciate it. Let's see here. I hope I'm not missing questions, you guys. You're not the only one who lost video. Everyone lost video. For some reason, my little hardwired battery for my camera, it's got a loose connection, and so sometimes I lose it. Yes, okay, great. So at least you can hear me when the camera goes out. That's good to know. Okay, question. Here we go. Did you come up with the name of the extinguisher? No, again, I did not. That was Germa. Germa came up with the name of the extinguisher. Question. Were you in the same place as Germa location-wise, or were you both remote? Everything was in one location, and they were 1, 2, 3, 4, count the hallway, 5 different rooms that they would float between, except they never obviously came into mine because it was supposed to seem as if I was in another part of the world. So yeah, to answer your question, yes, we were all in the same location. German love. It was verified in advance. Okay, here's a question. Did Germa say he was doing this because of the comment he made about doing this, or was this just a spot on the spot idea? I don't know what that's in reference to. If you mean the whole show, I'm pretty sure he's been planning this for pretty much the entire last year. It took, he's been planning this and talking about this and thinking about this in one way or another for a while. So, yeah, I don't think it was on the spot idea. I hope I answered your question. Let me see here. Any other questions? Oh, cool. I caught up. Never heard of Germa before Lou, but I looked it up just now. 500,000 plus watches, and it's only been a day. Sounds like an awesome gig, Lou. Congrats. Thank you so much. Higher than a moog. I think I said that pretty good. I think I nailed that one. Awesome. Well, you guys, I think that's it. He said he would do a hacker bit like this all the way back in 2020. Sorry for the question. It was a bit unclear. I don't know. I think it's just like any creative process, or an award show or any show that is like a yearly thing. You always try to top the previous one. Usually with your creative person, and that's the way I took Jimenez as an insanely creative dude. So my guess is next year is going to be even trying to top what he did this year and trying to fool you guys even harder than he did this time. So they're saying it's going to be hard to top. I doubt it will be. I think he'll do it if there's any creative brain on the planet. I think he'd be able to pull it off. But yeah, I mean, that's basically it, you guys. I'm super stoked that we have essentially found a new little mini audience. If you like what we did on German Stream, or if you like stuff today, we're in it for the algorithm, baby. In it for the algorithm. So like, share, subscribe, comment below if there's anything you guys want to see as far as content is concerned. Like, what games do you guys want me to play? What movies do you guys want me to review? Is there a restaurant in Los Angeles that you've always been curious about and you want to see me review? The thing about being an actor in Los Angeles for the last 20 years is that means I've also worked in a lot of great restaurants. I've worked for a lot of cool chefs. I know the restaurant business very, very, very well. So yeah, being a foodie is kind of my thing, but I just never recorded it before. So if you're curious about any of that stuff, let me know. If you want to see me do a live show, I perform next month. We'll be performing 2 shows at the Upright Citizens Brigade in Los Angeles. So hit me up on Twitter and I'll DM you the information. If you're interested in going, let me know. I'm always performing out here. So if you're visiting, I got some spots you can come hang out. And what else? I don't know if I got anything else, you guys. Just check out these last comments. You're welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for being here. Have a wonderful Christmas. Back at you, Mr. Glasgow. Musically, this was great. You did a wonderful job as the Extinguisher. I'm glad you'll be making more stuff. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. And yeah, man, thank you all. This was such a killer show and a great introduction into this, again, new community. Thank you, Tina Tomaszewski, and all the moderators for hanging out and making the chat go. Oh, before we go, let's check out the poll results. I didn't even... Do I have street cred? It's close. It's pretty close. Hold on. Let's bring up the poll right here. Well, I'm not going to bring it up. It's just basically this. But okay, so when you're using a controller to play COD on PC, do you lose street cred? 59% of the audience said no, you do not lose street cred. 41% said yes. So I have not lost my street cred. Using a controller on a PC is totally legit. If you want to 1v1 me, just at me, baby. You know where to find me. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday afternoon. I am blessed, truly, truly blessed. Genuinely, I'm so happy. I thought the rebirth of the channel, the serendipity-ness of all of it, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful timing. I look forward to the future with y'all. So have a great day. We'll see you soon. Peace. You naughty, 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 naughty boy.